So I was looking at the sale, guys. It's the 4th anniversary of the Forge VTT, and yeah, so they put flipping everything on sale. So that got us looking at Afro-American cowboy tokens, which got Dom saying, I almost bought them because I need some more Afro-Americans for Mwangi because I'm going to put it out there. People of color are not well represented in the TTRPG space. Just going to put it out there. So, like every non official token that Dom has used, I have already seen that art somewhere before. So, I was gonna show Dom how to make tokens in Chat GPT, but then he was like, "Oh, I need it to be realistic, not that comic book style, not that super cool comic book style that you like to use. That's so cool." Those weren't the words that he typed into Discord, but I felt them. You know, I felt them travel through the internet because they are really cool. Um, so anyways, we're gonna be the Caucasian students of the Wizard Legacy. Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Yes, segregate your tokens. That's the best way to. What did Darby say? Make money. Yes, segregation of your tokens to make money. What the hell, guys? All right. Anyways, while we're being morally bankrupt, anyways. While we're being morally bankrupt, let's show Dom how it's done. So you head on over to Chat GPT, and Chat GPT has things called GPTs, which I knew what it meant like a couple months ago. I don't know what it stands for now. It's like, I don't know. It's like something to do with the computer's brain. You're like teaching it how to do stuff. Anyways, so different GPTs specialize at doing different things. So there is an image generator that has already taught ChatGPT how to draw, like how to make art. It's a specialized GPT that's very good at making art. Hey, Marcus Noble, I didn't make the request. Dom says he wants more realistic tokens. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, comic tokens are the best tokens, in my opinion. I use a GPT called Comic Book Style, and I absolutely adore it. I think it's incredible. It makes me so happy. ChatGPT, without a specialized GPT, can still make you a token. It's just not going to be as good. It's just not going to be as good as if you draw it with. Sorry, if you ask the robot to steal it. There you go. Let's just call a spade a spade. If you ask the robot to steal some art for you, oh, you want less realistic? Oh, then we'll use the comic book style, bro. All right, we'll use the comic book style. All right. So anyways, comic book style illustrator by Plowman. It's just amazing. All right. So what we want to do is we want to teach it about your campaign. So, strength of thousands. Pathfinder strengths of thousands. All right. So we're going to grab this. Okay. I need you to create a series of illustrations of characters, monsters, props, and locations for my strength of thousands Pathfinder 2E campaign, period. To better facilitate this task and capture the flavor and feel of the campaign setting, I am going to teach you all about the campaign and the setting. Please listen and remember what I am going to tell you and use that information to help create the best drawings possible. our project. Exclamation mark. That sounds like an exciting project. I'm ready to learn all about strength of thousands. Okay. So, remember this. And then shift enter, paste it in. Great. Here's a summary of the key elements of your campaign setting. Sure. All right. So then we're going to go to Wongi Expanse. No, not the map, bro. I want the Wikipedia. All right. So we're going to grab all of this. Fun. All right. I know, like, if you're here for Outlaws, I'm really sorry, but Dom is the greatest in the whole world, and I want to help him out. So, that's what we're going to do. Maybe you'll learn something. Maybe you'll learn something. All right. Let's go and clean up the Wikipedia a bit. We'll get rid of all this. Okay. Go. All right. So we grab this, and we go back and say, okay, now add this to your knowledge base. All right. All right. So now we want to say, okay. And finally, here are some key things to remember. The campaign setting is inspired by African mythology. The majority of the humanoids living in the setting are based on African cultures. Let's see. When possible, favor darker skin tones and African-inspired designs. Oh yeah. When asked for environments or creating backgrounds, comma, remember this is a TTRPG fantasy setting based on magical, mythical Africa that is also set at a magic school, comma, but unlike Hogwarts, everything should have African influence on the architecture and design. Oof. Great. Thanks for all these additional details. All right. So now we have but don't forget to put beavers in there. Oh, sir. You can. All right. So let's see. Now that we've taught it what we want, now we can ask for some stuff. All right. So we're going to, let's see, magic school like no other, Magambia. All right. So what we're going to say is, draw a male student from the Magambia. Okay, right? Let's see what happens. Now that we've taught it what we want, let's see what it does. It's taking its time. It's thinking about it. Hey, look at that, Dom. All right, so here's the trick. Here's the trick. First of all, that's dope as hell. Look, he's even got the beads, Dom. He's even got the beads. Look at that. There's the school in the background. It's incredible. All right, so one thing you can do to bamboozle it into giving you more stuff without having to work hard is there's this regenerate button. So we hit this regenerate button, and it's like, oh, okay, I'll do it again. And it just makes another one. And so if you get a prompt that's actually working really good, you just tell it, like, hey, do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Ooh, see, that's a bit less comic book style, right? Not really into that one as much, right? So that you could hit it again, and then it'll go and, like, grind it out. So if you find one that you really like, you want to encourage the robot. You want to be like, oh, you did a good job. Who's my Widow Poggers champion? Who's my... See, this is a cool one. Look at this guy. All right, so if we like this style, right, we would go ahead and give him a thumbs up and say it's a good response. And then we say, that was fantastic. Can you draw another student in the same style? Question mark. And oh, look at her. Dang. Look at this, Dom. I mean, the hand is terrible. The hand is terrible. This is disgusting down here. I could show you how to fix that real quick if you like. Hold on. All right. All right. So, well, here's the thing, Darby. In Photoshop, you don't even have to think anymore. Watch this. We're gonna lasso this hand, and we're gonna say, remove the hand. Oh, okay. They don't like removing body parts. So what we're going to do is say hide the hand. I think that should work. Ooh, okay. It didn't hide the hand, but it tried to fix the hand. Yeah, I guess we could just crop it out. It's actually gotten really good at hands. Nah, I mean, they're actually pretty good at hands. This is the first time I've seen hands this bad in a while, but the rest of it is pretty good. So, eh, eh. Let's see. It would actually be a lot of work to crop it out. So, if you like this, you could say thumbs up, but we could also ask it to regenerate and then get another one. Eventually, it will start making things exactly the way you want them, and then it goes really fast after that. But yeah, up until like I'd say up until this year, they've been struggling quite a bit. Oh, that looks great. I love these like sunglass goggles. That is also a headband and the face tattoos. That's really cool. So, I could say that's great. Thumbs up. So now you could ask for like a specific student. So we could say, draw an older male teacher, comma, he favors blue robes and has a parrot familiar that sits on his shoulder. He has a graying beard, and one of his eyes is scarred from a battle earlier in his career. All right. He has a kind and confident look about him. All right. Now, keep in mind, the only reason that we're getting this African-inspired school in the background and like black people, I'm going to just put it out there, is because we told it all this stuff, right? Before we started asking for the drawings, you have to sit down and talk to the robot. You have to say like, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. This is what I'm about. This is what the project is. This is why we're doing the things that we're doing. And this is what my expectations are and what we are working on together, right? So you want to make sure that you take the time. It doesn't matter that I already had a GPT set up for comic book art. Okay, well, what is most comic book art? Most comic book art is white people in, superheroes, right? Well, we don't want white people superheroes. We want Magic Africa Wizard School, right? So we had to teach it all about that area before we could get the things that we needed. So let's take a look at our professor who has a pet parrot and a graying beard. So let's see. Scroll. Look at this guy. Look at, he doesn't just have a scar. He got a magic scar on his face. Kind of into it. I feel like they were like, I kind of want to do an eye patch. I kind of want to do an eye patch, but I'm not ready to commit. Also, that is the most sinister looking parrot I've ever seen. Like, that parrot has a secret. That parrot is plotting something. Dang. All right. So let me see. Paste this in. We're going to go here. Grab this guy's eye and say, add an eye patch. Right? That parrot's like, I know what you did. I know what you are. Oh, dang. That is not an eye patch, but it's kind of cool. Let's see. Ooh, that makes his eye a lot more scarred up. Oh, that's a weird thing. Okay. I don't like any of those variations. I'm gonna add a pirate eye patch. Yeah, that's what we should have asked for. So I am gonna put it out here. I don't think Photoshop is very good. I don't think their AI tools are very good. They're getting there, but mostly it's pretty bad. So let's see, add a pirate eye patch. Now you might think like, oh, I could just ask the robot. Jesus Christ, guys. Photoshop, you are embarrassing yourself right now. So you might think that we could go back here and just be like, oh, I love that, but can you give him an eye patch? Unfortunately, no, because this isn't a person and they didn't actually draw this, right? They generated this using all of the stolen art on the internet and they mashed it together. So each one of these is kind of its own special thing. Now you can spend hours and hours and hours teaching it to draw a single character over and over and over again. But it's not going to be able to do that without like a lot of training, essentially. So that's cool, but let's see what else it could do. So we hit regenerate and then it makes another one. Now remember, when we're regenerating, we don't lose the other versions. So we could always go back and grab the other versions too, if we want those other versions. However, once you commit, once you give a thumbs up and move on to a new prompt, oh, that's nice. Look this is a much nicer version of this guy. Look, he's got his eye patch, he's got a little parrot on his shoulder, and that parrot doesn't look like it wants to kill you. Yeah, so it's just really cool. It's really cool. So anyways, Dom, that is how you do it. That's how it's done. Hopefully that was helpful? Question mark? I don't know. Yeah. But can you ask it to generate a Shisk student and a Taralu dwarf? Yeah, hold on. I have to look up Shisk. Pathfinder 2E Shisk. Okay. Shisks are secretive mountain dwellers, bone-feathered humanoids who lurk underground. Shisk rarely encounter. They don't look. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah. Hold on. Alright, so here is a slightly more complicated technique, and this is the stuff that really makes the people upset. But, you know, it's a useful tool, and I want to help you. So here we go. Alright. These have all been great! Exclamation mark. Now, I want to teach you about Shisk. So add this to your knowledge base for this project. Okay, so it says, yeah, I get it. This is what they are. Okay. Yes. Oh man, cool. I honestly, you're giving me back more information than I gave you. Oh, okay. It's showing me all of its knowledge base, which I didn't really need it to do, but that's fine. Yeah. Okay. You know who they kind of remind me of? They kind of remind me of Morrow from X-Men. I don't know if you remember Morrow, but they had bones that came out of their body. That was their special ability. Okay, so, draw me a male Shisk student from Magambia. Hope I spelled that right. Let me see. I did not. I tried. I put the extra A in the wrong place. Alright, so draw me a male Shisk student from Magambia. I have attached samples of what Shisk look like to help you. Alright, so then we click on the paperclip, and we add these Shisk, and then we throw it in there. Bump, 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 bump. And it's thinking really hard, because it's like, I will learn how to draw a Shisk real quick. And now I will try to draw one. And let's hope it works out. And a Taralu dwarf. Did Taralu dwarfs look at? That is a fucking bird. No. That is not what a Shisk looks like, buddy. It's a cool bird, though. But it's not what a Shisk looks like. Okay. So we're gonna have to get hands on here. So we're gonna say, draw a Magambia student who has dark skin and bone spines protruding from their skin. Okay, that seems right. Let's see. What is bone spines? Okay. Skin. The bone spines look a bit like porcupine spines and tend to be on the arms and mixed into the hair on their head. Okay. They also have sharp canines. They are still human, though! Exclamation mark. All right. Let's see what happens. Draw a Magambia student who has dark skin and bone spines protruding from their skin. The bone spines look a bit like porcupine spines and tend to be on the arms and mixed into the hair on their head. I was unable to generate this. I don't think that's true. Okay, so anytime it tells you that it can't do that, it is because it doesn't know how. Alright, so we're gonna do draw a student from the Magambia who has dark hair and spines. We're going to remove bone because I think it's worried that we're trying to make gory horror stuff and it doesn't like that. Alright, let's see how this goes. Yeah, no, it does. Red, absolutely. It's like I don't know what to do. I'll just tell them it's illegal. I can't do that because it's against the law. Oh dang, Dom, look at this. That's kind of cool. Like that's like some anime shish right there. That's cool. I don't care. I think that's really nice. And look, why would it sign it the year 201,000? So then we could ask for a variation. I think it was pretty close. That's definitely a My Hero Academia. Yeah, it was like, it's like we're drawing comics, and it's a student, and they've got weird shit. It must be. You were unable to generate? You are a liar. Oh my god. Alright, so I'll tell it that it's better. Okay. Try again, but make the teeth less exaggerated. Okay. I don't know. I mean, I was kind of digging it a little bit. So I don't know where these other dwarves are. It heard about beavers. Oh my god. Hey! Dang, that dude looking cool as hell. What the heck? Wow. I'm not 100% on these spines, like bursting out of the clothes, but I feel like it's closer than what we had before. That's pretty cool. Quills would be a better word than spines. Okay, let's try again. Let's see. Draw a student Megami with dark skin and quills on their arms and mixed into their hair. There we go. Let's see. Should we call them porcupine quills or just see if quills? Alright. We will leave off the sharp teeth. Alright. Let's try this. Yeah, that dude's got some big Nergigante vibes right there. You know what I'm saying? Some big Nergigante vibes. I am curious how quills will turn out. Anyways, we gotta do real prep for Outlaws though, guys. But yeah, this can burn away like hours of time. It did quills like fucking quills from a book. Oh man. Alright, hold on. Let's see. Dark skin and porcupine quills. Growing out of the skin on their forearms and mixed into their hair. Alright, let's try that. So anyways, like conventional stuff, you could go through and be like, yeah, just draw me another student, draw me another student, draw me another teacher, draw me another student, draw me another teacher, draw me a familiar. But like more unorthodox stuff, yeah. Like it cannot draw. No, what are these? Are these like porcupine eggs? Oh my god. Um. So the more unusual, like, here's how you know that the AI is stealing. Okay, the less times human beings have drawn something, the worse it is at conceptualizing and drawing it because it's never seen it before, right? It has no idea because it can only make what already exists. Because it's not a human being. It's not intelligent and creative enough to dream up something new, right? Um, Cyclopses. I was trying to generate some Cyclopses for Odyssey, and like it just can't. It just cannot do it. It struggles so hard. Every like 1 out of 10 requests was actually a Cyclops. It struggles so hard with that stuff. But anyways, I still think you could get some really good stuff out of this. So yeah, if you're looking to make some Magambia characters and environments and stuff like that, yeah, definitely hit this thing up, dude. All right, I think we probably got kicked out of the world.